Two new world heavyweight champions. Could we have another heist of the century jelly roll put through a table? The new women's world tag team champions are on the show. This is the SummerSlam recap at WWE and Fanatics original production. Unbelievable night. SummerSlam night one is in the books for 2025. And I thought that we were going to come on here and talk about what I felt, and I don't know if you felt the same way, as Gunther and CM Punk were in the ring together. I couldn't help after the whatever it was, 25, 30-minute mark, thinking in the grand tradition of Bret the Hitman Hart at SummerSlam, somebody who CM Punk idolizes. We have another great wrestling match at SummerSlam, and it is the main event. Gunther and CM Punk gave everything to each other. CM Punk absolutely wrestled Gunther's style, and it was just this not only amazing match, but I thought amazing moment when CM Punk finally had the World Heavyweight Championship in his hands, the tears running down his face, and then here comes Seth Rollins. Megan, when the music hit, well, I mean, were you? I don't know what I was thinking. I was emoting. It was just.
Well, Sam, you and I had talked about Gunther and Punk for weeks leading into this, and we talked about how Gunther is the reality, right? And so when Punk has the title and he's raising it above his head in front of MetLife Stadium, everybody is chanting CM Punk. You know, we talked before the match and said Punk has to be World Heavyweight Champion again at some point.
At some point.
And I'm thinking, this is it. This is the point. This all feels right.
And it did, and you felt the reaction. We were out there, of course, right now. We're backstage at MetLife Stadium, and you and I were both out there. We watched the whole show on the floor, which is what we do.
That's the only place to watch it when you're here.
It's the best place. When you're in the stadium, the best place to watch the show is on the floor in the stadium.
Of course.
So, I mean, feeling that reaction that New Jersey gave CM Punk, like we got a happy moment. The good guy won, the thing that we all wanted to see happen. And, I mean, there were minutes because so many, the last time we talked about a mega cash-in, it was Naomi coming out and making it a triple threat. The last time we talked about Seth Rollins cashing in, the heist of the century. It was at WrestleMania 31, and it was making the match a triple threat match. So once the bell rings, it's like, okay, we're good to go. Also, by the way, Paul Heyman's been carrying around Seth Rollins' briefcase and not even acknowledging Seth's existence, to the point where even when Roman Reigns came back and confronted Paul Heyman, there was really nothing about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins went on the Rich Eisen show. Seth Rollins went on Mainstream and said, maybe I know my body. Maybe I'll be out until WrestleMania. I mean, the fact that Seth Rollins' plan, the shock of this Money in the Bank cash-in goes as far as Seth getting to fill in on a show like Rich Eisen is unbelievable.
His wife, Becky Lynch, posted a carousel of pictures on Instagram to describe the Intercontinental Summer, had wonderful family pictures on it, and there's Seth Rollins on crutches with their daughter.
On crutches, and he comes out, and he's on those crutches, and you think for a second, he's thinking, this is what could have been had I not had this injury.
As soon as you heard the music, did you think, and you see him on the crutches, did you think, oh, he's just sending a warning to CM Punk, or did you immediately think the cash-in is happening?
Well, I said there's no way this could just be a warning. I said there's a stadium full of people. The idea that he would come out and just give a warning, it just doesn't seem
Did the crutches throw you off?
But then I saw him on the crutches, and I was like, well, what is this, if not a warning? So here's what I thought for a moment. I said, maybe he's going to hand off the briefcase to somebody else. Maybe, a Braun Breaker, a Bronson Reed comes out, Seth hands them the briefcase, and then Seth turns around. And it's like, oh, maybe he's just walking out. I guess that's it. I mean, you really needed to ruin Punk's moment to just come out and stand on stage? And then, in what was the most shocking drop of walking assist tools since Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Seth Rollins, and he did it don't tell me that Seth Rollins wasn't watching a Gene Wilder movie before SummerSlam, because he did it theatrical like that. The arms just went out, just like when Willy Wonka's cane got stuck and he fell forward, but he went into a roll, and we understood the magic of Willy Wonka, except Willy Wonka, I think, it's debatable, his magic was for good. Seth Rollins, his magic is for personal gain. He's not trying to give his candy factory to anybody. And we'd had that conversation. Paul Heyman was walking around talking about Braun Breaker. Don't worry, we have a leader now. We have Braun Breaker. He offered the leadership position to Roman Reigns. It was like the leadership position was completely gone, and then all of a sudden, he might as well have had a velvet top hat on. This Seth Rollins just drops the crutches, takes the shirt off, and not only does he come to the ring, he starts jogging to the ring. And then this was the utter brilliance. Remember, like when Naomi cashed in, we said it was a brilliant thing that she made it a triple threat match, because then she could use the Money in the Bank briefcase as a foreign object, because it automatically turns the match into a no DQ. Seth beats down Punk with the briefcase before he cashes it in. So it wasn't like, you can't be disqualified from a match. It's simple. It's a little bit of an assault, but you can't get disqualified from a match that you haven't started yet. So he beats him down with the briefcase.
And this is after CM Punk went over 30 minutes with the ring general Gunther.
And it was 30 minutes where it was
pure brutality. Pure.
Yes, and it was 30 minutes, 22 of which was Punk getting a thrashing. Punk got beaten down to the point where I was
watching it.
Say that again?
My chest hurt watching it.
Dude, the chops that were getting thrown, the kicks that were getting thrown. There were moments, you see these sequences of moves in professional wrestling as a fan that you kind of just understand what they look like. It's the reversal. You whip them into the rope and then they reverse their opponent and they go. Gunther did it in a way where he looked like he was going to pull Punk's arm out of the socket. And Punk, I thought when the sleeper hold was locked, because I went on my podcast.
How many times have we seen Gunther put away an opponent that way?
And I literally said it today on Sirius when I was doing the show out in the parking lot. I said, this is what is going to happen. Gunther's going to lock him in a sleeper hold, and MetLife is going to go home like, oh.
The air taken completely out of the stadium.
Because that's who Gunther is. Only for Punk to not only win the title, but win it at the SummerSlam. And win it. And that means everything to CM Punk.
Yeah.
And win it against Gunther. And have that moment in MetLife Stadium. By the way, you know what this building is? You remember when CM Punk said that one of the reasons he left WWE altogether was because he didn't get to main event WrestleMania?
Yes.
Do you know where the last WrestleMania that he wrestled in before he left WWE was? It was this building. It was WrestleMania 29. That was the year that CM Punk faced The Undertaker, but he didn't main event, and people didn't understand where he was coming from. You got The Undertaker match. What do you need to main event for? You got The Undertaker match. He finally comes back into this stadium. He's in the main event. He's beating the ring general. He's holding the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Seth comes out. Shock of the night. And of course, this has been something that has been speculated upon.
Yes.
But the Seth Rollins factor has been thrown out all over the place, to the point where a theory just as likely as any other theory it was, he's not around, dude. He's not on the show because he's not around because he's injured. He said he was injured. And then you go back and go, well, did he literally take a loss at Saturday night's main event?
And that's the question that I really have. Paul Heyman, he's always 1, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead.
Not in the opening
everyone.
match, by the way, but go ahead.
But, he's a mastermind. He's a master strategist. He always is a step ahead of everyone. And so that's my biggest question. Was this a strategy employed by the Oracle at Saturday night's main event to have a long-term play at SummerSlam where Seth Rollins could become champion?
But when have you ever even seen that before? That somebody goes, yeah, lose, take a pinfall loss to LA Knight, one of the most popular superstars on the roster. Take a pinfall loss to him, because we will then be able to execute your Money in the Bank briefcase like it has never been executed before. That's exactly what happened. And in hindsight, It's a brilliant plan. It's a risky plan. As a wrestler, you never just go, okay, yeah, I'll take a loss here to get a bigger win over there. That's not how pro wrestling has ever worked.
No.
But there's also only one Paul Heyman, and there's only one Seth Rollins. I mean, when you've got Paul, threw the leg braces off of his legs and just chucked them to the side. This is like in nine. And by the way, how about this? Oh, you're gonna love this. I just realized. 1995, Philadelphia. The Sandman gets blinded at an ECW show. He went through all of Philadelphia with big gauze all over his eyes. Anytime he left the house, he was blinded to the point that the neighborhood said the Sandman is blind. And then he came back to the ECW arena and shocked the world when he revealed he wasn't blind at all. Megan, who was in charge of ECW?
Paul Heyman.
I mean, come on. Come on.
Now,
if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it.
Was there any part of you before Seth Rollins' music hits as CM Punk is holding up the World Heavyweight title in front of MetLife Stadium at SummerSlam, thinking about what happened to open the night where Roman Reigns and Jey Uso won? Was there any part of you that thought Paul Heyman made a mistake?
No, when I was watching it, I was like, I would love to talk to Paul Heyman and be like, this has got to be one of the worst nights of your life.
That's what I'm
loser.
thinking, right?
Yes. And
before the music hits, I'm thinking Paul Heyman screwed up.
Yes, and I'm so smart. I'm such a
of
little
course
genius
you are.
myself.
And humble.
I'm so humble that I'm sitting there, right? And I'm watching the ramp going, wow, watch. If there's a cameraman there, I'll know. But there was no cameraman there. So I go, well, that's not happening. And then boom, everything just appears out of nowhere. And I can't believe it. Yeah, I did. Not a part, all part of me. That occurred to me immediately. That not only did Paul Heyman's team lose in the opener, but everybody who he betrayed walks out of SummerSlam tonight a big winner, except that's not the case. Because CM Punk does not walk out. He had a moment at SummerSlam where he was a big winner, but he does not walk out of SummerSlam the big winner. As a matter of fact, I just got an update. You know how we always love the winner's tees?
Yeah, I love
those. You know, we always love the winner's tees. They're always available on WWE Shop, on Fanatics. Seth Rollins is the one with the winner's tee. It's Seth Rollins that you can go on Fanatics or WWE Shop right now and get that winner's tee because he's the one who won the night. He's the one who leaves SummerSlam. Of course, you can also get, they just put out a great Complex WWE collab that dropped at WWE Shop and Fanatics as well. Legends like The Undertaker, current superstars like Rhea Ripley, something for everyone there. But yeah, you can get, this is one of those moments, whether you're a Seth Rollins fan or not, this is one of those moments that is a forever SummerSlam moment. So the fact that there is a shirt there, it does become a piece of history.
How much credit are you giving Paul Heyman for this cash-in?
I mean, I would love to know what that distribution is, because in any other case, I would say 90 to 100%. However, there has never been anyone that's used that Money in the Bank briefcase more effectively than Seth Rollins. And I believe that that's a conversation when we recap Money in the Bank that we had.
Yeah.
That when Seth won, I think we had that conversation that we said, nobody uses that briefcase better than Seth Rollins. And if that was ever to be questioned, that's 2 for 2.
No, you can't ignore the fact.
He's the world heavyweight champion again.
It's crazy, but you also can't ignore the fact that Braun Breaker has stepped into a leadership role over the last month.
I mean, but no more of this over the last month. We've been being lied to, bamboozled, hoodwinked.
So you think that's all part of the lie?
It's all a lie.
You think Braun Breaker's just gonna be
Braun Breaker's a soldier. He's a good soldier.
Stepping back in line?
100%.
I'm not sold on it yet. I'll have to wait till Monday Night Raw to completely be convinced.
And I appreciate that. And you're right to feel that way. But I'm telling you.
Because once you get a taste of the power and control, is it really easy to just go back into the corner? I don't think so.
When you have an Oracle on one side of you, and you have Bronson Reed on the other side of you, and Seth Rollins is the guy that you're following, and Seth Rollins has, laid out a pretty compelling case that he's worth listening to, yeah, I think it was a plan from the start. I think we were lied to from the very beginning. And I think that Braun Breaker probably knew that. And if he didn't, I would find that very interesting. Because if he didn't know that, that could be a tough pill to swallow. But I've got to believe that Braun Breaker.
Well, we're going to find out.
I got to believe this is a plan the whole time. Now, what I don't think was part of the plan was that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed would lose to Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. I don't want to see any of this spinning, any of this Heyman Oracle spinning, where he says, no, the whole night went to plan. Because there's no way. I think in Paul Heyman's head, maybe in Seth Rollins' head, I think the idea was we go in and we take the night. Bookend that baby. Success in the beginning. We're guaranteed success in the end, and we're going to ruin CM Punk. Or we'll go for, maybe, who knows? If Gunther won, maybe that wasn't the plan. But I think that the book ending was what they were looking at doing. And when Roman Reigns and Jey Uso won that match, I do think that they do not, this is not an opportunity for them not to get credit for it. And I'll tell you, I mean, you know, I love my stories. I consider professional wrestling higher art than Shakespeare. That's my consideration. And I will tell you that when Roman Reigns stepped in front of the spear and took it for Jey, it told the whole story of who Roman Reigns is today. I was having a conversation, I don't remember who it was with. It was with somebody in the last couple of days. And they said, well, at some point, Jey Uso is going to have to get his revenge. At some point, Jey Uso is going to have to kind of step up to Roman for everything Roman did with the bloodline. And I said, I don't think so. That's an alarm going off right now. That's my truth alarm going off right now. If anybody hears a beep in the background, that's normal. That happens for me. But that was it. The moment tonight that we saw Roman Reigns. When was the last time Roman Reigns' team wins, but Roman's not the one who gets the pin? Roman
stunned.
Took the bullet, and Jey, by the way, capitalized on it, knowing, okay, Big Uso over there took a bullet for me. Let me make sure that I pay him back immediately, and got the W for that team.
We've never seen Roman Reigns do anything like this.
Selflessly. I mean, look, is it totally selfless? No, they won the match. But in terms of putting team above self, that's what we haven't seen Roman Reigns do ever. The team has always been based around the idea that Roman Reigns is the big winner of the whole thing.
And typically, I mean, in Roman's reign as champion,
I like that.
People had helped him. Solo Sikoa had helped him so many times.
It was their job.
Correct.
It was their job.
And now Roman's job tonight was to help his family.
Just to win the match. And exactly, what's the best thing? Not what's the best thing for me. What's the best thing for my family? What's the best thing for my team? Team above self in this instance. And the way he was like clutching his ribs and screaming at Paul Heyman as Paul Heyman left. It was almost like...
As Paul Heyman has Roman's shoes around his neck.
Yeah, he did have the Spizikes around his neck.
That had to be emotional.
The Shulafala.
A bit. Stop it.
That's right.
Did you just come up with that right now?
No, not right now, but I'm just saying it was appropriate time to say it. The Shulafala.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you taking credit for that one?
I don't remember if it was me or a caller, but, you know, what difference does it make at this point? It's out there. Print the legend. So,
you told a caller this week to jump out the window when they had a tribal something.
That was bad.
Yeah.
It was tribal sneaks.
It's tribal sneaks.
Tribal sneaks. That's tough. That's rough. That one doesn't work.
You literally told a caller to jump out the window.
Well, I mean, it was horrible. Shulafala works. Tribal sneaks is not it. So, point being.
Kind of like tribal sneaks.
Okay, of course you do. You love a pun. But point being, I think Roman was looking at Paul Heyman and realizing, and telling Paul, everything you think you know about me is wrong because there is something that I value right now more than I value my singular success. And what I value is putting you and your legacy and whatever team you have in front of you into the ground. I will take a bullet for my cousin because it means you lose. And I'm going to haunt you. And I'm going to make sure that you lose. Here's the thing. Roman Reigns is back. Roman Reigns has a vendetta against Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns wants to be champion again. Who's the world heavyweight champion?
Seth Rollins.
And who represents Seth Rollins?
The Oracle, Paul Heyman.
But who has Roman Reigns never been able to pin? Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Now we've got something. Now we're sitting here all of a sudden, this potential Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins match that we were all waiting for. And by the way, I mean, this is the thing. Every internet dirt sheet that I read, it told me the plan was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. That's the plan. And then all of a sudden, take your plan and put it where. You could throw it out the window with that guy. Because, that's right, because clearly there's a different plan. And now as we move forward, and there's a potential Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins match in the air, there's a World Heavyweight Championship that has to be decided. But that World Heavyweight Championship is probably also desired by the guy who just lost it and won it for 1 second, CM Punk.
Yeah, and CM Punk and Seth Rollins have quite the history as well.
How about the guy who was holding it before CM Punk lost it?
Oh, when you talk about vendettas with Paul Heyman, I mean, Paul Heyman turned on his best friend CM Punk at WrestleMania.
It's right there. So now you got Gunther, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns.
Oh,
and go ahead.
Don't forget, Sami Zayn has also told us that it's his mission to win the World Heavyweight title as well.
And he beat Karrion Kross tonight by proving that in Sami Zayn's case, virtue results in victory. And how about this? Who's the guy that has a problem with Paul Heyman that Gunther beat for the title? Yay. Jey Uso, too. Let's not count Jey Uso out of this.
No, he's in the World Heavyweight title picture.
Just got incredibly crowded with all these amazing matches. However, the World Heavyweight Championship was not the only title that changed hands tonight. As a matter of fact, we have new women's tag team champions, and we got a chance right after their match. We had to run into this room and sit down with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Ladies and gentlemen, the new women's tag team champions are here.
That's right.
Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair. So fresh, the side plates haven't even been changed yet.
So fresh, my hair is still messed up.
And I think the question is, are you guys friends?
Ooh.
Oh my God, we have to put a label on it.
Not really into labels right now.
Why does everyone want a label?
I know. Just let it be.
Yeah, just let it.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Let it be. Just let it.
I think I recognize that lyric. I mean, there's something about you two together that has gotten audiences excited. I mean, Charlotte, it wasn't that long ago where you wrote that great article, you know, that great article in the Players Tribune where you talked about how, as a human being, those reactions mean things to you, and to see those reactions shift as this team has been built. What's that been like for you?
You know, your emotions are really high after matches. Like, you're just, like, let me think about it. I think what was so hard for me was that when I got injured, I was in such a groove and having so much fun. And when I got injured and was out, I really thought about coming back every single day and how to get back. And it was a struggle for me personally with so many different things going on. And then I got back and it was like, oh my God, what did I do to be just so misunderstood? Mm-hmm. Because you know, when you're a bad guy, you're booed. When you're a good guy, you're cheered. But it just felt like it was more about things that weren't about my character, about other things. Whether it was like how I look or my relationship or just always in the time, just things out of my control. And when Lexi came around, I felt like, because I lost WrestleMania, a couple of weeks later, we had a backstage and it was like, instantly there was already something there. Mm-hmm. But I think it was just because it was just so different and we're so different. But we have so much history behind the scenes that's kind of like unspoken friendship or unspoken bond.
I knew I was going to wear her down at some point.
Like, yeah. So there's always been mutual respect, but I've been like by myself for so long, like individually as a wrestler, that I was like, oh, teaming with someone, I don't know if I could share the spotlight.
Yeah.
But if I had to share the spotlight, I guess it would be with this one.
Yeah, I guess
Thanks.
it paid off.
Yeah. And
Yeah, really paid off. She actually brought me back into the spot. She was like, "Come here. You think you're in it, but you're not."
We love that level of Delulu. No. No, you're great.
And
Oh
Charlotte,
no, you're great.
You too.
you hang up first. No, but Charlotte, we followed, your return back from injury, but Alexa, you had a big return this year as well at the Royal Rumble.
Only the loudest reaction of the night.
Exactly.
Men's too.
Did you ever imagine
Delulu.
that
You're gonna they call me Delulu.
that just
Maybe your pigtails are too tight.
Look at him.
Oh, maybe. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This one's a little off.
okay. They've gone through a lot.
You look great, sweetie. Keep going. You're doing
But
great.
did you ever imagine that just a few months from your return and becoming a mom and all of that you would be here as a champion?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Coming back as you know, like motherhood, it changes everything. It changes your body, your mentality, your brain, your hormones. Everything just changes. And for me, it was really to get back. It was really like. So like things like aren't where you leave them. Like I'm like things aren't quite where I left them. Like my hips sit different, my body sits different, everything. Like I just carry my weight differently. I carry my body differently. And so for me,
Delulu.
no, but
Oh
like,
my
for
God.
real. I gained 60 pounds. I gained 60
I did see the
pounds
picture.
during pregnancy.
Maybe you should be proud of it.
I did see the picture. Yeah.
But it took a lot for you to get
Preeclampsia. It
here.
was preeclampsia. Okay. No, but it takes a while. And like
I did go from Delulu.
Oh,
I did
saw
see the picture.
But it was really cute.
Oh man, no, but like it's one of those things. Like I came back and I was like, okay, I guess I'm like, I think I assumed it would take me a lot longer to like get my footing and like find out where you belong, because it's hard, because like I came back and the division had changed so much and so many like amazing women have entered
up.
the chat, right? And like everyone's wearing like WrestleMania gear now for like live events. I'm like, what is going on?
Who would do that?
Yeah. Well,
I have no idea who would do that.
yeah, and now I'm like with this one who has like all the robes and the razzle dazzle, and I was like, man, I gotta step
Oh,
it
so
up.
I shouldn't do pigtails?
100% you should. 100%. No, but it's crazy, and like I didn't think I would be here right now, especially in the tag division and with Charlotte, and we've had, like she said, we've had a long history of
This wasn't
essentially
on your
this
bingo
dynamic.
card?
No, this is not. Was it on your bingo card?
Absolutely not. Oh, I really want to come back and win. No. Yeah, no. Yes.
Yes.
This was
This was on the bingo card.
This was on the bingo card.
It appeared. You wrote it in.
We wrote it in.
You wrote it in. It was a blank
you know why
spot.
you know why this is so awesome? Because it's so unexpected and it wasn't planned. And sometimes, as you know, in our industry, the best things happen out of nowhere that you
Yes.
don't write, that you don't plan for, that you aren't
Organically.
expecting. Yeah, organically. And this was like, because I really do think at one point, even when Bliss and I had a couple interactions, they're like, oh yeah, like pairing them still wouldn't work. Like we have so much history on television. Like I think she's still mad about Lily, decapitated Lily.
Yeah, that wasn't that cool.
That wasn't decapitated. You shredded her to pieces.
You made me. Did you see Charlie?
That was a gift.
Did you see the teeth?
Yes, that was a gift.
It was like one of those dolls that you put
You know what,
pins
give me
in.
your title.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to bring up these memories right now.
Yeah, but what
Today's
I'm
a
saying
happy
is,
day.
yeah, but like we have like
We have a
I've
lot
had
of history.
We have a lot of history. So, but it's turned out great, and I guess she can win with me.
When you, I mean,
She can win with me.
Guys are here to talk about Charlotte Flair's title win.
Exactly. What number is this?
All by herself. She is the first woman to win both tag team
Yes,
championships
exactly.
by herself.
I won both these.
I mean, Alexa, I think
Good,
that,
you can carry them in your bag.
okay, there's the bright side. Alexa, like,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I also think that, like, from a storyline perspective and from a character perspective, there were a lot of people wondering where Alexa Bliss fits in. What this is going to be, is this a Wyatt situation? Are you fitting into the women's division over here? Are you fitting? And this
Everywhere.
was right.
I'm everywhere.
And this was not something, and it felt like, in the very beginning, it was almost like you said, on television, it was translated that way, that we're just kind of seeing where Alexa fits in right now. And so for this to kind of happen and have that build that you guys were talking about, was there a moment where you guys were like, oh, this is it?
I think what were you going to say?
I don't know.
It feels like she's got a thought in her head, but she's not sure she wants to say it.
When did I think? Was it when Piper and them beat me up?
I think it was like as a thing as like, oh, we can work together, or like, hey, this is translating.
This is translating.
I think when you're in your little Beyonce outfit and you threw Raquel over the announce table, it was a good outfit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've had so many. I was like, they're all Beyonce. I was like confused.
No, the cowboy hat with the tassels.
Oh, yes,
and
when
you
they
threw
reacted to
Raquel
me helping
over
her.
the table. Yeah.
That was the like, okay, this is people like us together. Oh, and then after that, I think Evolution solidified us as not
as
friends, but like, okay, they can win together.
And the fact that you're
champions of convenience.
Champions. Oh, that is good.
Champions of convenience is really
Ooh,
good.
that is good. I like that.
But I think that also Evolution was also what established you guys as like, oh, this is a good guy tag team.
Yeah.
This is a babyface tag. Like I remember like Megan and I in the audience that night looking at each other and going like, oh, this was it.
Yeah.
Like for both of them, not only did it make them like, yeah, these are good guys of the division, but like this is the team.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that like
You were helping each other.
We want Charlotte. Like that. I'm looking around going,
My
did she do it?
93-year-old grandmother started those.
Really?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But she was there, so I felt like super. Actually, Lexi rolls under and she's like, babyface Flair.
Yeah.
She's
I
like,
did. I
"You
rolled
hear
other
that?"
way, and I'm like, hey, babyface Flair.
Is there an accomplishment, Alexa, that you feel at all, knowing that like they said it wasn't going to happen, but I did it. I made her a baby face.
It's not me. It's a group effort. It is
Look
a
at
group
that.
effort.
No, but like to give Lexi her props, she's so like a lot of characters rely on each other. Her character and my character, she doesn't need someone, but like it took a strong character like her to bring out a different side, I think, of my character, and I don't think just another girl could have done that.
And I
So
think this
that
version of
speaks
my character
volumes
wouldn't work
for
well.
for Lexi
Yeah.
to be able to let my guard. I don't know. I don't think you could have just paired me with anyone and I'd feel like comfortable.
Yeah.
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 Not even comfortable, but like I don't have to lose my whatever, the ego that
Flairness.
my flairness.
Your flair.
Your flair.
My
You don't
flair.
have to lose your flair.
Yeah. So it just works.
One thing that really stood out to me about that Players Tribune article is you said that you feel like you're doing your best work right now. And you guys both talked about how the women's division changed and how, people are wearing different gear and everybody's entered the chat and they've all leveled up. You two have accomplished so much in your career. And I mean, we talked about this a little bit with Naomi and her becoming champion as, I don't want to say old, but one of the veterans in the locker room.
Better not say old.
To
I
have,
know. I'm about to like
No.
super kick you over the
but to have
table.
But to have gold right now at this point in your career, but it's not the same Alexa Bliss and it's not the same Charlotte Flair. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think it just speaks volumes of how much we love the business, how much we want to evolve, how much we don't rely on what we've done. We know we have to continue to do more and raise our game if we want to keep up with the new crop of talent. And I don't think there's an expiration date for the men, and there shouldn't be an expiration date for the women. And if there's any proof of that, Lexi's done it all, I've done it all, and we're here to see what we can do together and with the new girls coming up. It shouldn't even be like, okay, so you know how it was a big deal for the women to main event of Raw, main event of SmackDown, then there's new titles. It shouldn't be a thing where like if a female's been here past 6 or 7 years that it's like, oh, no, it shouldn't even. I hope that this is just like the standard, that there's not. We're not
better not be
saying
called
like
old.
just because she's a mom or a veteran, like Lexi's only 34 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not 34 yet.
33. My bad.
It's
She's young.
Close.
I'm
Next week.
29.
No, but it always
Next
seems
week.
like there's
No,
this
but-
narrative, like step aside, you know. But for the
Yes, it did.
That's what I'm telling myself.
I believe it. I believe it.
I'm going, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be a topic of conversation.
yeah, because you're right, it's not for the men.
But it's not.
No, it's
So
not
it's
at all.
like, I hope that this just transcends that, where it just becomes like, and like look at Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
She is on fire.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, she was a Divas champion. Like, we should, like, no one's going, oh, Nikki Bella. No,
Right.
no, if I'm the newer talent, I'm like, dude, I hope Nikki doesn't come take my spot. I'm just saying.
And it's also, I mean, I think that like when you look at the division and the amount of women that are coming up, what makes it exciting is the fact that you now have this massive roster of
Yes.
people like you who have done it all. And people, it's like you can be great in NXT, but when you get up here, it's like Charlotte's here and Alexa Bliss is here, and there's this whole other level of matches that are waiting for you up here. And I think that that's one of the things that makes all this exciting. Like the fact that we saw Roxanne Perez, who is relatively new
It's just, yeah.
to the main roster in a match like this. And I mean, I think that that's a really cool thing. When you think about like, it felt like going into WrestleMania, coming off of your injury, Charlotte, there's a specific plan. We're going to come back at the Royal Rumble and you're going to be the best. And then you're going to go to WrestleMania and then you're going to get the, and then if everything doesn't go according to plan, it gets frustrating when something like this happens and it's organic. So it's just like, we'll just
I'm just so
go
grateful.
with it.
Yeah.
It's got to feel different.
I don't want to jinx it. I'm just like so happy.
Yeah.
Like, what I've done in my career has always been so serious. And like, this is still very serious because the titles for whether it's the Raw title, the SmackDown, the tag, the Intercontinental, the US, they're all like so important. But there's something about this that just feels like I don't have to carry the burden alone. And having someone,
It's fun.
and it's fun. Like, it's not, you can be so many things without having, like, the women can now have so many different storylines without it just being about the main title. Like, this feels just as important to me as if I won the SmackDown or Raw, and that's how it should feel.
You're saying it's like two friends winning the titles together.
Yeah.
Oh.
Friends.
Well, I would say
Wow.
No, well,
two allies.
allies of convenience.
Yeah.
Allies of convenience.
So what does it look like when allies of convenience celebrate winning gold?
Oh, so Lexi, wait, you want to show them
What did I do? What?
my ears?
Oh yeah. So I took Charlotte, or I set Charlotte up to go with my piercer Dom, and
Mysterio?
no,
Stop it.
Absolutely, he's not touching my ears.
and she
Talented guy.
got her ears done by Dom.
So we're matching ears.
We have matching ear piercings.
Wow.
I love that.
And then she got a new tattoo.
Oh, her cousin tattooed me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We
But
did like a
just allies of convenience.
Yeah.
though. Totally,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I
mean,
consider us friends and we still haven't gotten matching tattoos.
No, we're not quite
Oh,
there
they're not
yet.
No.
We're not
We have
quite
matching
there.
piercings,
Oh,
but,
we have matching piercings.
But you're,
which can
I
be
mean,
removed. So in case it goes south, you know.
What's a cousin tattooing?
I'll remember you forever with the hole in my ear.
Yeah.
The cousin tattooing is a
Hole
lot.
in my ear.
The feeling of this.
It's a gorgeous tattoo, I must say.
It's a peacock feather.
With a
Peacock
diamond.
feather.
With
With
a
a
diamond.
diamond. I love that. Where does this rank in terms of just like the feeling? And I know it's like, you know, everything feels different, of course. But the idea that you guys went out there and like you were the team people wanted to win.
I feel like a freshman again.
Really?
Not like I mean that by like. Calm down.
Freshman flair coming in hot.
Oh God. I just meant like
No,
this
it's
is
great.
new, and
Yeah.
I haven't.
exciting.
I have, you guys. I've only been in probably one story since 2015 that didn't revolve around the title. Go back through my career and find one other story that didn't have a title.
I haven't.
That is not how I said it. I said it in a very endearing way.
I'm kidding.
You know,
Convenience.
convenience. But I did think, I will tell you
So
this.
like, yeah, I like.
So as I was saying about my championships,
No, I just feels. I'm like, didn't think it was fun. I don't know. I'm just like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I feel like not rejuvenated is not the right word, but just like
Revitalized.
yeah.
Revitalized. That's a great word.
Revitalized.
Wow, now you're
Well,
finishing each
SummerSlam,
other's
it's allowed to be
sentences.
intense.
It sounds like maybe friends.
So there's sandwiches.
Sounds like that.
What?
Huh?
What'd
Huh?
you say? What'd you say?
What?
What'd you say?
What did you say?
I
Well, listen. Congratulations to you guys. It's been an incredible ride to get here, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this continues to evolve into, what this continues to look like, and honestly, the way it's revitalized you
That's
guys.
such a big word.
It's got the opportunity, I feel like, to revitalize.
Revamp?
Well,
No, that sounds terrible.
No, revitalize is
Revitalize
the word.
is the word.
It's the word.
That's the label.
That's the
that-
label. It's the revitalization.
No, that's not it. No.
Listen,
I'm gonna go home now.
you can revitalize the division.
You can.
Oh yeah.
Now that you two are the champions and there's a level set, the champions set the level of the division.
Yeah, so good luck, ladies.
And you two set this level of greatness. Did you just
She just
put
put
your
your title
in front of her
mine.
title?
I think she did.
Old habits die hard. Old habits.
Sorry, I mean
Alexa, Charlotte, thank you so much for making some time for us on your championship night and joining us here on the
Thank
SummerSlam recap.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you
has
so
been great.
much.
we're not
Congratulations,
gonna go
guys.
hang out after.
You're not with
No.
me. No. You're
No.
gonna go
Are
your
you sure?
separate ways.
Separate ways.
100%.
Gotcha. It
Yeah.
seems like that. Definitely not going to family members to get tattoos or anything like that.
No.
Or
No,
piercings.
What weirdo does that?
No,
Celebrating together.
That'd be odd.
Ew.
Congrats.
Congrats.
you.
guys. Yeah, congrats.
So great to hear from the women's tag team champions,
What?
Alexa Bliss, Charlotte.
Amazing. By the way, I just saw this on the internet, so it has to be true.
Oh, breaking news.
Has to be true. Drew McIntyre had the title 34 seconds longer than CM Punk.
Who calculated that?
It's on the internet, so it has to be true.
I mean, if that is true, somebody's got to do the calculation and somebody's got to get that information to Drew McIntyre immediately. Because I feel that was not a Drew tweet.
No,
you just
not a
got
Drew
that
tweet.
information
Yes,
sent to
I
you.
got- yes, that
If I
information
mean,
sent
somebody's
me.
got to get that and get it to Drew immediately. And also, then, by the way, when you see the tweet and they make a T-shirt out of it, know that it came from the recap pod first. Okay, just you know, a little pat on the back. I mean, that was one of many moments, and who knows, right? Who knows what moments are going to be that was such a great fact. Who knows what moments are going to be memorialized from this night one of SummerSlam 2025? Technically, CM Punk winning the World Heavyweight Championship
moment.
is a massive moment. Of course, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss winning the Women's Tag Team Championship, as we just heard from them. Massive moment. Seth Rollins cash-in.
Huge.
Absurd.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And Tops Now is, as we always talk about, there to capture all the major milestones, the viral moments. We'll talk about a viral moment in a minute. From all the biggest events, ahead of SummerSlam. Tops, they put out the short print John Cena, Cody Rhodes poster card. So the way Tops Now works is that you get there, they're made to order. They're up for a couple days. And then they go away forever. And then they come to you in the mail, and sometimes you get the different foil refractors. Sometimes they have signed versions. They have one-of-ones. You can get real lucky with these things and have something really nice. The poster card is available until Monday at 3 p.m. This weekend, make sure you're following at Tops on social, and you sign up for notifications on Tops.com so you don't miss out on any big moment cards from what we just saw on SummerSlam Night 1, and of course, what we're going to witness tomorrow. Now, if you're telling me they're making trading cards based on viral moments, then I've got to believe that Jelly Roll is in for a trading card. And I don't know, maybe it'll be Jelly Roll going through a table, maybe it'll be Jelly Roll choke slamming Logan Paul. There were a lot of massive moments in the Randy Orton Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre match. First of all, what was your takeaway from the performance of Jelly?
I thought he was outstanding.
You did.
I really did. We've heard a lot about Jelly Roll being in the Performance Center,
Yeah.
working his tail off.
Yep.
And it's one of those things, we'll see. We'll see how this works
That
out.
was what it was all
Celebrities
about.
have done it before.
Yes.
It's worked out sometimes. It hasn't worked out sometimes. But
That's
Jelly Roll seemed very motivated to have this opportunity. We saw on SmackDown, he took a Claymore from Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Showed a lot of promise. I mean, he got beat up pretty bad tonight.
I mean, bad. Like, to the point, first of all, the first thing that struck me was when he goes, hey, Randy, I want to start the match.
Yeah.
And then
The confidence, right?
I mean, Randy said, okay, but it struck me as like, okay, somebody's very excited to get to wrestle for the first time. Excited. Somebody's very excited to get to wrestle for the first time.
That's what you said, excited.
That's what I meant. When you get very excited, sometimes you forget every letter in that word, but the point is that we understand what you're saying. So sometimes you get very excited. And I think that's what happened with Jelly Roll, and he didn't realize that he's in there with a couple of beasts like Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he's not in there with just anybody. It's like legends in Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. And one of the most
You don't think
athletic
Logan Paul's a legend?
people in some circles, Logan Paul is a legend
What about pro wrestling?
on his way to being a legend of viral moments. Well, a legend of viral moments.
Wow, you
for
wouldn't even give
sure.
him a legend of wrestling, just a legend of viral moments. Like, he can create a moment, but that doesn't make him a legendary wrestler.
Yet.
Yet. Okay, that's
Yet.
very diplomatic.
Would you put
of
him already?
No.
Okay.
So anyway, but he's not showing up to SummerSlam.
Like, we can all be legends, but just not yet.
Right. So, I mean, he's a legend in his mind.
There you go.
We can all agree, though, that he didn't show up to SummerSlam to get embarrassed by another celebrity. And he can say all that he wants, that he's the gatekeeper of professional wrestling, that he doesn't want outsiders in. But I don't think that he doesn't want outsiders in wrestling. I think that he wants to be the celebrity that gets involved in pro wrestling and then shuts the door behind him.
Was there part of you that thought Logan Paul was maybe jealous of Jelly Roll?
Are you asking me if I thought Logan Paul was jelly of jelly? Is that what you're
That's
asking me right
exactly
now?
what I'm asking.
I don't think that he's jelly of jelly. I think that he doesn't. I mean, maybe to an extent, but I think it's more about watching somebody else get the attention that was once yours. And, part of the fact that Logan Paul has stuck around means that you have to do more to stand out. It's no longer just a big deal that Logan Paul is in the WWE. We know Logan Paul is in the WWE. So now it's the work that has to be the big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Logan Paul has put in that work. But that's all to say that Jelly Roll got a lot of attention for just showing up. Mm-hmm. And that used to be the story of Logan Paul. And that may play a part of it. And maybe that does make him slightly jelly of jelly. But I don't know. What I do know is that Logan Paul, I think, is aware of Jelly Roll's fame. So watching Jelly Roll take this beating throughout this entire match, and he tried to mount a comeback a few times, not super successfully.
Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul looked like they were getting along so great and having the best time.
I think there is a connection. See, okay, so I was talking to Drew McIntyre about this, actually, to be like, what's the connection between you and Logan Paul? Drew McIntyre is so prickly about
That's a
who
good
he
way to
decides
describe
to
him.
associate himself with.
Yeah.
I said, well, like, what's the thing with Logan Paul? And he basically said that what's gotten under his skin is that he's realized that as much as wrestlers say it's a family, it's a family, and we're putting the whole business first, and we're all working together, and we're all a team, they're all selfish, and they won't admit it. And that's why Drew McIntyre has this attitude of himself where he's saying, so I decided to be selfish.
I thought you were about to say, and he doesn't see Logan Paul as being self.
No.
I was very
No.
confused for a second.
So he said that he likes Logan Paul because, like Drew feels that Logan Paul is the only honest person. That Logan Paul is the only one that's honestly saying, no, I'm here for me.
Like, everybody else is selfish, but they're lying about being
They're lying
selfish.
about it.
Logan Paul is just very forward about that.
He's going, I'm here for me. And Drew's like, okay, I can respect that. Let's get together and let's beat up Jelly Roll. And that's what they did. This moment, though, when Jelly Roll is laid out on the table and Logan Paul goes up to the top rope, cheers 2 Prime bottles like they're Steve Weisers. With, I guess he had the video glasses on.
And Drew McIntyre counts him down.
Drew McIntyre gives him the Claymore countdown from below. 3, 2, 1. Logan Paul goes flying. That table explodes. First thing Megan says, is Jelly Roll okay? I swear, that's true.
I did.
That's-
I was worried about him.
That's as
And
they say
listen,
for a shoot. That's what Megan said.
I've watched so much WWE Unreal this week that I keep thinking to myself, like, I thought, one of the things that there was a lot that stood out to me about that, but the amount of times that Triple H goes, someone tell me if he's okay. Someone tell me if he's okay.
Megan was trying to pull up Netflix to see if there was a SummerSlam Unreal as SummerSlam was on, just so she could have it all explained.
I just wanted to know if he was
you're
okay.
You're a caring person.
I mean, he's never been through a table before, I would imagine.
Probably not, but listen, we reap what we sow in this life, and Jelly Roll put Logan Paul through Jimmy Kimmel's desk.
I apologize for caring about Jelly's well-being.
No, you don't have to apologize for that. You're a good person. It's a feature. It's a Morant feature.
Thank you.
But Jelly did put Logan Paul through a table on the Jimmy Kimmel show. So Logan Paul said, okay, come on my show. He considers WWE his show. I'll put you through a table. And that's what he did. But to see that moment, to see Jelly kind of having that almost Mick Foley-like turn around and the crowd's chanting for him and then boom, he's back on the scene and he's back in the ring and he's throwing blows and he choke slams Logan Paul and he's wrestling. Mm-hmm. Jelly Roll is wrestling. And I'll tell you that I think the whole stadium felt like this guy put the work in. This guy is doing it. Maybe we want to see Jelly Roll get this pinfall. Maybe we want to see Jelly Roll truly become one of us. Randy Orton comes in. RKO out of nowhere on Drew McIntyre. Not enough. Logan Paul takes care of Randy Orton. Jelly Roll's down. Logan Paul hits that splash. Logan Paul pins Jelly Roll.
Which is not what I had on my SummerSlam bingo card.
Same for me, if I'm being completely honest.
I had it the opposite way. I had a Jelly Roll pinning Logan Paul.
Whew, that would have been a tough one for Logan Paul. I did not have... I had Jelly Roll and Randy winning. And I thought Randy would get the pin. Like, part of the appeal of this tag team for Jelly Roll is you have arguably the greatest of all time in your corner. I mean, that's a good situation.
The RK of the RK Roll.
He is. He gets both R and K.
Of the
Jelly
roll.
gets roll. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're 100%. And he's earned it. And if anyone's earned it, it's Randy Orton. But Randy Orton gets taken out, not there to help him, and Jelly Roll takes the pin. Now, look, I mean, Jelly Roll is like a touring, performing, Grammy award-winning artist with an entire life outside of this place. So the fact that he showed up here and he did enough that for the next month he's going to be feeling it is amazing. Can you imagine Jelly Roll's going to go on stage, perform for a sold-out arena, if not stadium, because he does stadiums, and he's going to be sore, and he's going to be singing his songs going, you know why I feel this way? Because I wrestled at SummerSlam and Logan Paul put me through a table.
But also, let's think about the journey it took Jelly Roll to get here. I mean, he did so many interviews leading into SummerSlam, and this was him getting his body together. This was him turning his life around. This is the first time Jelly Roll's been under 300 pounds since he was in middle school.
I mean, shout out. But listen, that doesn't make you a WWE superstar. It doesn't make you an athlete. That's what Logan Paul was saying. That's what Drew McIntyre was saying. Like, look, he's had an inspiring story to tell. Mm-hmm. And I think it should and does inspire many people. And he also, by all accounts, from anyone who's ever met the guy, is like one of the best human beings on the planet. But there's a part of me as a wrestling fan, I kind of love that Jelly Roll got pinned, because it's like, as much as you've done, as much as you've gotten into great shape, as much as you have the heart of a champion and you put in the work, being a WWE superstar is something else.
But getting pinned by Logan Paul.
He's a WWE superstar.
Wow.
I mean, there ain't no denying that. You can say legend or not legend, but the idea that Logan Paul's not, I mean, it's not something that a lot of people are thrilled about.
Now, I feel like maybe a year ago, is that something you say? Logan Paul's a WWE superstar?
Maybe not. I don't know. But I don't think I just don't think that there's, aside from emotion, what you want, I don't think if you're just looking at the metrics, that you can sit there and say that Logan Paul is not a straight up WWE
I agree with
superstar,
that, but
right?
when you really think about it, it's like a year ago. Were we saying that?
We go to Comic-Con. Mattel says the big thing here is we're bringing LJNs back. People like me grew up with LJNs. It's stuff from our childhood. You could throw an LJN figure at your best friend, they'd be unconscious. They were great. And they're coming back. They're coming to Target. They had to go up for pre-order a second time because they all sold out. It's Legends only. It's the top of the top. Who's in Series 1?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul's for the children. You know, Logan Paul is Logan Paul is Logan Paul. And people say all this stuff about Logan Paul, and then every single time. Tell me, what's been a bad Logan Paul match?
I can't name one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
And you wish you could.
I do.
Me too. But you can't. But you can't. And I mean, that's, I think, the story in a nutshell of Logan Paul. As a matter of fact, that, you know, if I were at a casino, I'd probably put my money on Logan Paul. Speaking of casinos, we saw some amazing tag team matches. One of them that Logan Paul was in here tonight at SummerSlam. And Fanatics Casino, is partnering with WWE for the ultimate tag team. You can play exclusive WWE slots and table games like Raw Multiplier Melee and WWE Blackjack. As you head to SummerSlam Night 2, you can check out the WWE-themed Spin to Win on the Fanatics Casino app and win fan cash to use on exclusive merch, WWE memorabilia, and more. New customers can sign up, wager $10, get $75 in fan cash, and $25 in casino credit, all with Fanatics Casino and the big partnership with WWE. It's all very, very exciting. You know, we talked a little bit about Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, you know, as much as, you know, I think there's a whole section of the audience that is hungry for Karrion Kross to get these dubs,
We hear them, they're loud, they're vocal, they're on the internet.
The fact is, Karrion Kross performed in front of over 50,000 people at SummerSlam tonight.
Yeah.
And, you know, millions watching at home on Peacock, on Netflix, on everywhere. This story, to me, was as complete a story as you can possibly get. Karrion Kross hunting down Sami Zayn, knowing that Sami Zayn could not be as pure as Sami Zayn presents himself to be. And then what does he do? He does everything that he can. He takes Sami Zayn out of the conversation that Sami wants to be in, which is the World Heavyweight title conversation. He takes him right out of that conversation because Karrion Kross is too much to have to deal with. He injures Sami Zayn, hits him with a lead pipe, does everything that he can to quite literally ruin Sami Zayn's life. And we finally get to SummerSlam. And there's this moment. The moment of that match was Scarlett passing Sami Zayn that lead pipe, the same lead pipe that has struck Sami Zayn in the ribs more times than anything.
And now every superstar that we've seen involved with Karrion Kross, you know, whether it was The Miz or The New Day, after their involvement with Karrion Kross, they've never quite been the same. So when Sami's holding this lead pipe, I'm thinking, is this the moment for Sami? Is this the moment that Sami also has some sort of change?
Yes, and maybe you don't. Maybe the fact is that victory comes before everything, and Sami doesn't have to say Karrion Kross was right. If Sami displays in his actions that Karrion Kross was right, and if Sami Zayn strikes Karrion Kross while the referee is distracted with that lead pipe, then guess what? Karrion Kross was right, but guess what? Karrion Kross wasn't right. Sami Zayn chooses virtue, and it's just enough to win the match. Sami Zayn wins. And then, of course, the other match tonight for night one was Tiffany Stratton, who you asked me on the Countdown show, and I think it was a leading question, by the way, when we were on the Countdown show together. I said, ask me whatever you want. I don't know, whatever you want to ask me, ask me. When, you know, once the light turns red, you ask me a question, I'll answer it. That's what I said to you.
That's usually how it goes.
That was the prep for the Countdown show. Turn the light red, you ask me a question, I'll answer it. And you said, is tonight Jade Cargill's night? And I believe you asked me that question because you thought tonight was Jade Cargill's night. Tonight was the moment. That's what you said, the moment.
Yeah, the moment. I mean, really, since Jade Cargill arrived, there was a long time. We heard about the signing. We saw different moments where Jade Cargill was spotted in the audience. She was down in NXT watching. She was all over the place. I remember she comes in at the Royal Rumble, and here she is.
Yes.
Looking better than ever. The storm has come to WWE.
And remember all those stare downs with top stars leading
course.
to it? The Becky Lynches, the Charlottes.
And it's just giving us all a little taste. And since Jade has been here, we continuously wondered, when is the moment of Jade Cargill as a champion going to happen? Jade Cargill is coming off of Evolution, where she has an unbelievable match with Naomi.
And beat her.
Defeats her. Naomi is the women's world champion. Jade Cargill beat her.
The same night she won that title.
Correct.
Right.
So heading into SummerSlam, to me, I'm thinking the next step for Jade is achieving that moment
Right.
of becoming the champion.
But that moment goes away just like that pile of stuff that fell down in the background. It wasn't time for it to happen because Tiffany Stratton was discounted. Tiffany Stratton wasn't willing to give up the moment, and there was that thing. Like, Jade Cargill was setting up that finish off the top rope. It was the exact same position Naomi was in, except in her scenario, there was a table involved. And Tiffany Stratton rolled through, hit that prettiest moonsault ever, and that was it.
14-0 for 2025.
Tiffany?
Tiffany.
What are you getting? What are you statistician? Where are you getting all these
Oh,
numbers
Michael
from?
Cole said it on the broadcast.
You watch the product.
I do.
That's pretty good.
Everything
That's
counts.
pretty good.
Everything does count.
That's
but
pretty
yeah,
good.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. And I mean, here's why it's crazy. Because, and we had this conversation about generations with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. As a matter of fact, it feels like one might still say, oh, Tiffany Stratton is one of the new women. And imagine the dream match between one of the more established women and one of the new women like Tiffany. Tiffany Stratton is established. Tiffany Stratton has now, inside this calendar year, gone to 2 stadium shows, competed in 2 stadium championship matches as the defending champion, where, let's be honest, the audience felt, just like you felt, that she was going to lose the title. At WrestleMania, there were a lot of people who thought she was going to lose the title to Charlotte. Mm-hmm. Tonight, there were a lot of people that thought she was going to lose the title to Jade Cargill, and she just didn't. So while everybody's going like, man, I'm surprised what's next for Jade Cargill, we're going to find out what's next for Jade Cargill, and I don't think that that's going to be any problem. But I think the headline here is that Tiffany Stratton, truly established tonight, that she's in that, no, I'm the top person on this women's roster. I'm the WWE Women's Champion.
And, it's SummerSlam week, so all the superstars have been out and about doing different media. And I listened to an interview with Tiffany Stratton this week. I think it was on Busted Open. And she was saying, I'm not changing anything. Because, and when you're 14-0 in 2025, why would you change anything?
And I think what's interesting, I think that's a great point you brought up. And I think what's interesting is she said, I'm not changing anything in the context of
her character,
right? Being a good guy or a bad guy.
Because she does have she's kind of a mean girl, right?
Sure, she's very sure of herself.
But the crowd cheers for Tiffany Stratton
because they like to see her and they like to see her win it.
And they have since she was in Australia on her first premium live event.
That's right. We did the pre-show for that at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That was a fun one.
It was great.
Yeah,
but it's because Tiffany backs up everything that she says, all this confidence. You're like, yeah, right. Let me see it. Okay. Thank you for showing me. And there it is. Megan, tomorrow we have SummerSlam Night 2. Ugh. I mean, you talk about a thing to recap. Just thinking of the matches that are on that show. You got the 6-team TLC.
With some incredible tag teams.
You have the Women's World Championship triple threat.
Io, Rhea, and Naomi.
You have the United States Championship cage match. Jacob and Solo.
You gonna be okay during that one?
I'm going to be going through it. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm going to be going through it. Then You have what on paper has the potential to be one of the greatest Intercontinental Championship matches of all time, AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, see, I thought you were talking about Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria.
I mean, honestly, you have the potential of what could be one of the greatest Intercontinental Championship matches of all time. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria, no DQ. If Lyra doesn't win, she doesn't get another shot at Becky. And then you got that main event, the street fight, John Cena and Cody Rhodes, a match whose context has been completely changed after one John Cena promo. 10 minutes with a microphone, and John Cena has completely altered what this match is tomorrow.
I just want to know if 10 minutes was enough to convince the entire crowd in MetLife Stadium.
Well, he convinced Newark. And Newark's not that far away from East Rutherford.
The Meadowlands.
I think that he's got it. I think that John Cena, and I hope Stu, who was just in here, is getting plenty of sleep tonight.
I hope he's stretching.
Because John Cena says we're getting old John Cena back. And as much as he's given us, John Cena has literally given us every reason in the world not to trust him. I trust him. I don't know why. I just do. He's John Cena. He's the Never Seen 17. What can I tell you?
Wow, you're easily convinced.
It's John Cena, the GOAT. We'll see him tomorrow. Hopefully we will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed to this podcast feed when SummerSlam Recap Night 2 kicks off. Make sure that you're leaving comments and hitting like on YouTube if you're watching us on the WWE YouTube channel. We will break it all down tomorrow at WWE SummerSlam Recap Night 2.